connecting our lives to help us survive, so we spend our time to the full.
Hi, welcome to Professional Insights, created by Dementia Action Alliance. I'm proud to be your host, Laurie Scher. During our Professional Insight podcast, we have educational conversations with professionals in the dementia community to provide answers and support to people living with dementia and care partners. My guest today is Lynn Smith. Lynn will be talking to us about the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower program. Lynn is the program director for the Hidden Disabilities program in the United States. She's been working with this program since it was introduced in the U.S. 3 years ago. Lynn, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me, Laurie. Nice to be here.
Thanks. Lynn, this program, I had an opportunity to meet with you a couple weeks ago, I guess, and talk to you about the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower program. Can you tell me, explain to us, what is it and what are you hoping to accomplish?
Sure. Well, as you know, some disabilities like dementia are not immediately obvious to others. For some people, it makes it hard to understand, to believe that somebody with a non-visible condition generally needs support. So some people question whether or not you have a disability because you don't look like you have a disability. That's why this Hidden Disabilities Sunflower symbol was created. It's to encourage inclusivity, acceptance, and understanding. It's actually a tool. So it's a symbol, a tool, looks like this, and it indicates that someone has something going on with them that you can't see. It's simply by wearing this sunflower, you're letting everybody know that you might need some extra help, understanding, or just a little more time. The program was started in 2016 at Heathrow Airport because they realized there was a group of people that they were assisting that had visible conditions, but a whole group of people that they were missing that needed some assistance, but they couldn't tell who they were. So they chose the sunflower to be a symbol that's very discreet that people could wear. So they're all put on wearable products so that you can choose when you want to wear them. So if you're having a day where you feel like you need a little assistance, you wear the sunflower. If you're having a good day, you can take it off. At the bottom of the sunflower, there's an ID card you can have on there. You can state your condition if you so choose, or you just simply handwrite in contact information. So that if you are with dementia and you do get turned around and confused or something, you would have the number of who they could call. There's also caregiver cards so that you're not separated if you do have a caregiver with you. So the Sunflower's a global program, and it's now been launched in Australia, Belgium, Brazil, Canada, Denmark, Ireland, Latin America, Netherlands, New Zealand, the UK, the UAE, and the US. So those are all the places we now have offices, and the Sunflower is supported. It is in over 30 countries, and it was started in airports, and we're now in over 230 airports, 100 of them being in the US. So with that being said, our goal is pretty simple, right? To just improve everyday experiences and interactions for people with non-visible disabilities, just to make their lives a little bit easier.
Wow, that's impressive. And as a person living with dementia, and my husband also has an invisible disease, I know firsthand how an invisible disease is not understood. And boy, this sounds like it would be so exciting to be able to have businesses and organizations identify me as someone that may need assistance. How is this program being promoted across the United States?
Well, the program is really being promoted by people who have already joined. So it's really been growing kind of organically. So airports is a great place to have the program because it's very visible and many people like to travel. So they'll see it there. And then we're hoping to attract more and more businesses, hotel chains, transportation companies, cities that can then go on and make this part of their local everyday environment. so that this symbol becomes recognized. So it's really being done kind of organically.
If we're flying, how do I get into this program? I mean, I know how to, when I fly, I contact TSA and I contact the airport to get assistance, but how would I get involved in the Sunflower program?
Yeah, on every airport's disability website, if they are members of the program, they do talk about the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower, and they will say where to go to get product and kind of where they hand them out. So it's important to check their website. In addition, if you go to hdsunflower.com, which is our website, there's a map feature, and you can actually put in your zip code and see what shops or hotels or airports around you in a certain radius are participants of the program. Right now in the US, we have probably, like I said, it's mainly in airports, but we do have more and more cities that are coming on at the time. We have 5 cities that are joined, meaning they have shops and attractions and hotels that are actually part of this as well. A good example of that is Visit Mesa, Arizona. So you can go to their website and it talks about the Sunflower program and where you can go to get the products and who supports it. So I suggest going to that map and looking on our website.
Okay, and we'll have a link to, or we'll have the website up at the end of this podcast. This all sounds really exciting, but I do have another question. Is there any training involved, or how do these people at airports know what to do with me? If they see the sunflower, how do they know what to do?
Sure. Once a business or airport joins the program, one of the first steps that we do is all the employees get a training associated with it. It's actually just an 8-minute training video, and it talks about, what is a non-visible disability, what is the Sunflower program, and then what to do when you see somebody wearing the sunflower. And really what you need to do when you see somebody with the symbol is give them a little bit of patience, kind understanding, ask if they need any help. That's pretty much it. And for all non-visible disabilities, kind of the support's the same. It's just that visual indicator that, hey, something's going on with them. But everyone is trained, and they should recognize this and then ask if they can help.
Wow, that's really impressive that they receive the training. I know frequently people just don't understand dementia at all, and so them having training where they know how to approach someone with an invisible disease and what to say is so important. I appreciate knowing that. As people living with an invisible disease, I think this program is really fantastic. I'm really excited about it, but I know that it's new and it started during the pandemic, and that's really hard to roll anything out during the pandemic. But as people living with an invisible disease, how can we help to promote it and spread the message so that more businesses and more people are aware of the meaning of the sunflower?
Yeah, that's a great question, and something that we really could use a lot of help with, especially for larger organizations. So we do have a page on our website called Raise Awareness, which you're able to download some materials that has an informational card, a little flyer that you can download if you wanted to bring it to your local business or library. It's very helpful to do so. In the United States, since we did roll it out 3 years ago, we're a little bit behind. Some other areas already have this everywhere. Like in the UK, where it was adopted in 2016, it is in every transportation outlet there, buses, trains, airlines, of course, airports. It's in libraries, it's in the local pharmacies. So I think all we need to do is kind of just keep spreading the word. In Brazil, they've adopted the single symbol legally, where they signed it into law about 3-4 months ago, where it is now the symbol for people with non-visible disabilities. So in addition to the blue wheelchair symbol, they have the sunflower next to it in Brazil. So it identifies both people with mobility issues and people with disabilities you cannot see. So, I think the more the word gets out, the more everyone here can help raise awareness of the sunflower. The more people that travel internationally and it comes over here, is the more we're going to see this adopted and spread quickly. So as far as what you can do to help is absolutely, get a sunflower, go to the hdsunflower.com page to that raise awareness. I'll put that link at the end. And you're able to then use some materials to also help in your local community.
That is awesome. This just sounds like, boy, once it rolls out and once people become aware of what it is, I think it's just going to be a fabulous program. Lynn, thank you for joining us today to share information about the Hidden Disabilities Sunflower program.
Thank you so much for having me. I really appreciate the opportunity to be here.
And I'd really like to thank you, our audience, for joining Dementia Action Alliance for this Professional Insights podcast. Please visit our website, daanow.org, to view other podcasts, find valuable resources, and find ways to connect with other people living with dementia through our virtual discussion and engagement groups. Dementia Action Alliance is committed to enhancing lives, connecting people, and increasing understanding. Have a great day.
So we live our life to the fullest we can.